right, welcome back. This is day 24 of the 29-day love challenge. I mean, this is we're in the countdown stage now. We're just a few more days left, right? But you know what? I'm really expecting a ripple effect in these 29 days love challenge. I'm expecting something exciting to happen. And I want to welcome, I'm going to say to you, as Patrice would say, happy Saturday, right? And then I want to say to you, challenge! Oh, we in a 30-day love challenge, and it's Saturday. I mean, I'm sure yesterday you guys was, you wake up on Monday, you're like, oh, it's Monday. We're going to, oh, it's Tuesday. We're going Wednesday. Oh, it's Wednesday. Wake up on Thursday. Oh, it's Thursday. Oh, Friday. It's Friday. Just one day left, and I got the weekend. Happy Saturday, right? And I want to say thank you to each and every one of you guys for your support of the 29-day love challenge. This February, this is the month where we celebrate Black history, and also we celebrate love in this month of February. And so I thought it not, you say in church, I thought it not robbery, right? That when I started all this and how I started all this was back in the end of 2023. I was thinking about like fasting, trying to do my Daniel fast and different things but Daniel escaped. I don't know where Daniel went. Somewhere during the month, Daniel went running, and I couldn't. He was running so fast I couldn't catch up with him, and so somebody has sent me a link for this 31-day wisdom challenge, and so I logged in and registered, and for 31 days, starting out the new year, I learned a lot more about wisdom than I ever knew. And I was trying to be disciplined. And get through all the 31 days. I must be honest, right, was that I didn't make it live to all the 31 days, but I would say 50% of them I did make. But I'm thankful. I'm thankful to Pedro and his team because they had replays, right? So that means like every time they had the live one, they would say, if you didn't make the live one, go back and see the replay. And that's what I would do until I caught up with my 31 days. I got really good at the end because I made all the live ones the last 10 days. But same thing for you guys. Like, if you want to start anytime, you can start anytime. Anytime you want to start your own love challenge, your own 29-day love challenge, all you got to do is go to Lowe's More the Blueprint on Facebook, right, and YouTube, and you can start your own 29 days. Right? You can start your own 29 days. Start from day one and start to listen to all the wisdom, listen to all the love that we've been sharing over these last 24 days. Right? So it's on there. No excuses. And I want to say again, thank you guys. I want to thank you for pausing, taking a pause, 7 days out of the week. I mean, you may not be having a lunch period right now, right? But I thank you for pausing, taking time out of your busy schedule. Now, this is your Saturday. You want to be free. You want to run around. You want to lounge. You're probably not concentrating on, I'm going to stop at 12 o'clock and I'm going to pause and take a love break. Well, I hope you do it 7 days a week, take a love break. And then tomorrow's always tough because if you're a person of faith, right? Well, you should be in church, but I mean, if you're a person of faith at 12 o'clock, you can't take that pause, but not everybody's in church. So this is for those who are not in church. They can take that pause at 12 o'clock and learn about love. And so and we're focusing on the fruit of the Spirit, not the fruits of the Spirit, but the fruit of the Spirit, which is love, right? And then the trigger to love or the attributes of love is joy and peace and patience and kindness and goodness and faithfulness and gentleness and self-control, right? Those are the things that come out of love. When you love people, those things automatically happen in your life. And so I want to say thank you to the motivating factor, my wife, who was the one who made the suggestion, right? She made the suggestion. She said, look, you ought to do 29-day love challenge. And so here we are, 24 days later, we're on the love challenge. And then my mind automatically went to Joyce Meyer's book, my book of the month, The Love Revolution, right? A blueprint. If you want to be successful at the love challenge, get Joyce Meyer's book, The Love Revolution. And hey, you're going to be truly, truly blessed, right? So, hey, I want to move forward. And I want to start out with a video. Hope you enjoy this video. And then I'm going to pop on my guests for this 24th day of the 29-day love challenge. So check out this video. I got a couple of videos today, but I want you to check out this one. Enjoy it. I'll be right back. Oh man, I want to bring on Barbara Brown, our sister Barbara Brown. We call Sister Barbara. Oh man, welcome to the 29-day love challenge.
Thank you.
Man, when you were looking at that video, when I was looking at the video, I was thinking like, particularly the one where somebody dropped some money, right? And you're thinking like, oh man, I could put that in my pocket. Or somebody at the register gives you more money than back. Right? I'm sure you probably had that happen, where somebody give you more, you give them a certain amount of money and they give you more change back than they were supposed to give you, right? And you say, oh man, I'm gonna keep this money, right? But an act of kindness is that, no, that impacts the person who's working at the register, right? And they could actually lose their job if all the money don't line up, right? And then I've definitely been on a plane where I've had kids that was crying or that somebody else had kids that were crying. And I was like, man, can somebody tell the baby to be quiet? You know, and you do a lot of traveling, so I know you've had some experience with some crying babies. And not only crying babies, just some crazy people on the plane. So welcome you, and we've been talking about like the power of love. I want to ask you this question first, right? Talk about the transforming power of love. If you don't mind.
The
The
transforming
transforming
power
power
of
of
love.
love.
Well,
Well,
first of
first of
all, I
all, I
wanted to
wanted to
say
say
thank you
thank you
for
for
inviting
inviting
me
me
on
on
the
the
podcast.
podcast.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I
am
am
excited.
excited.
A
A
real
real
love
love
revolution.
revolution.
Oh,
Oh,
excited.
excited.
The
The
transformation
transformation
of
of
love.
love.
I
I
believe
believe
it's a
it's a
daily
daily
thing.
thing.
Um,
Um,
it
it
starts
starts
with
with
the
the
love
love
of
of
God
God
and the
and the
love
love
that you
that you
have
have
towards
towards
each
each
other.
other.
It's
It's
a
a
daily
daily
progression
progression
that
that
the
the
more
more
you
you
do
do
it,
it,
the
the
bigger
bigger
it
it
grows.
grows.
And it
And it
becomes
becomes
much
much
bigger
bigger
than
than
yourself.
yourself.
So I
So I
would
would
say
say
God
God
is
is
love,
love,
God
God
is
is
ever
ever
present,
present,
and
and
we
we
are
are
ever
ever
growing
growing
in
in
love.
love.
Yeah, and so when I was talking about the fruit of the spirit, and one of the fruit is kindness, right? And so how did you? How did you grow? Where you started it, and what sparked you? I know what sparked me. That my wife sparked me in saying, "Okay, you ought to do the 29-day love challenge." But what sparked you? It seems like daily.
Amen.
Amen.
Yeah, to do perform acts of kindness. It almost seems like with you it's daily. You've been a blessing to us, to our family. Particularly in some of the toughest times, right? And they don't even have to be tough times. Just times where you may hear something that somebody got honored or got an award or something like that, right? And you just show kindness. How did you grow? How did you grow that? How do you get to that point? What sparked you in order to start doing acts of kindness like that?
I
I
believe
believe
that
that
it's
it's
the
the
love
love
of
of
God
God
that
that
propels
propels
the
the
acts
acts
of
of
kindness.
kindness.
I
I
can't
can't
tell
tell
you
you
where it
where it
started.
started.
I
I
don't know
don't know
where it
where it
started,
started,
but I
but I
do
do
remember
remember
one of
one
the
of the
songs
songs
that
that
I
I
had
had
years
years
ago
ago
was
was
If I
If I
Can
Can
Help
Help
Somebody
Somebody
as
as
I
I
travel
travel
along,
along,
then
then
my
my
living
living
will
will
not
not
be in
be in
vain.
vain.
And
And
that
that
has
has
been
been
a
a
mantra
mantra
of
of
my
my
life
life
because
because
I
I
found
found
out
out
that
that
when
when
you
you
give,
give,
when
when
you
you
love
love
and
and
give,
give,
that
that
the
the
blessing,
blessing,
the
the
blessing
blessing
that
that
you
you
get
get
from
from
it,
it,
the
the
heartfelt
heartfelt
gratitude
gratitude
that
that
you
you
get.
get.
I
I
remember
remember
about
about
5 years
5 years
ago,
ago,
um,
um,
I had this T-shirt made, and it was called "A Random Act of Kindness." I'm not sure. Can you hear me?
You might want to put your earphones back on. I think we're getting a double sound.
Okay.
okay,
Okay.
okay,
Sorry
sorry
about that.
about that.
Is that
Okay.
Okay,
Yes, a
yes, a
couple of
couple of
years
years
ago,
ago,
I had
I
this
had this
T-shirt
T-shirt
made, and it was
made, and it was
called
called
"A
a
Rack."
rack,
A
a
random
random
act
act
of
of
kindness.
kindness.
And I
And I
wanted to
wanted to
do
do
a
a
rack
rack
a
a
day.
day.
And
And
it was
it
a
was a
wonderful
wonderful
thing
thing
because
because
people
people
don't
don't
expect
expect
kindness.
kindness.
People
People
don't
don't
receive
receive
readily
readily
kindness.
kindness.
And
And
kindness
kindness
is
is
a
a
random
random
act
act
of
of
love.
love.
So
So
I
I
began
began
doing
doing
this
this
as
as
part
part
of
of
my
my
life
life
anyway,
anyway,
because I
because I
believe
believe
that's
that's
one of
one of
my
my
gifts
gifts
is the
is the
gifts
gifts
of
of
helps,
helps,
to
to
be
be
kind,
kind,
to
to
be
be
giving.
giving.
And the
And the
more
more
that
that
I
I
did
did
it,
it,
the
the
more
more
that
that
I
I
continued
continued
to
to
do
do
it,
it,
that it
that it
became a
became a
part
part
of
of
me.
me.
And I
And I
also
also
found
found
out
out
that the
that the
random
random
act
act
of
of
kindness
kindness
becomes
becomes
not
not
just
just
what
what
you
you
do,
do,
but
but
who
who
you
you
become.
become.
You
You
become
become
the
the
act
act
of
of
kindness.
kindness.
Whereas
Whereas
such
such
anything,
anything,
that
that
anything you
anything you
see,
see,
you are
you are
just
just
drawn
drawn
to
to
be
be
of
of
benefit
benefit
to
to
it,
it,
to
to
lift it
lift it
up,
up,
to
to
encourage
encourage
it.
it.
It
It
doesn't
doesn't
cost
cost
anything
anything
to
to
be
be
a
a
random
random
act
act
of
of
kindness.
kindness.
Yeah, and you know it's interesting because my wife had found this called Ractivist,
Yes.
Yes.
right? And you know, one of the things I've been saying on here the whole time is that it says scientifically, and the data proves it, that it takes 21 days to change a habit, right? To make a habit, change a habit, right? Learn a word, learn a phrase. 21 days. If you repeat that thing repetitiously for 21 days, right, it becomes a part of you. And so we see in these 29 days, that's what we're trying to do. You have kind of a blueprint. You have a blueprint. That's a blueprint when you say, I want to do a kind act, a random kind of act every day. I'm going to start now. Today, I'm going to start. I'm going to find something random, a random act to do, right? And then it becomes a habit. And next thing you know, it goes from a habit to a lifestyle, right? And I think that's what we all want. We all want to, in this particular situation, I think what we're trying to capture in these 29 days is that to make people aware, right, of the power of love, right, and that if we can set our barometer, right, if we can see, because most of our barometers are set on fear. So we wake up in the morning and everything that we turn on the television is fear based. I mean, everything we got. Yeah, we have to hear the news, but it's fear based. So we set our barometers. So when we leave our houses, get in our cars, we activate fear, right? We set the trigger for fear, and so we driving along, we're fussing and arguing with people, and we walking and arguing with people, and people are negative. Nobody's saying hello, nobody's saying how you doing, and we set the barometer for it, right? We set the thermostat for it, and we're saying in these 29 days, right, we need to change the barometer.
Amen.
Amen.
We need to change the dial. We need to change the frequency and say, okay, how do I feel when I leave from love, right? And that's how powerful love is, right? And that's how loving God is, right? And if He's in you, right, then you're gonna show and manifest that, or you should be showing and manifest that. And here's the other part of it, right? I want everybody to know the loving God I serve, right? That allows me to manifest the fruit of the Spirit, right? But a lot of people may not know Him, but it doesn't mean that you can't love, right? Anybody can choose to love, right? And so what you have done is create a set a blueprint for us, saying like, hey man, set this goal, because goals are the one thing that keeps us focused, right? I mean, Scripture says a people or a person without a vision will perish, right? That's a vision is a goal. So without goals, we can go nowhere, right? So if we want to change the world, right, through love, then you have given us a blueprint saying, I'm going to become aware, right? Every day, I'm going to be looking to see where there is a act of kindness I could provide for somebody. Now that's a blueprint, right? And you did that, and in doing it, and repetitiously, you know what it becomes? It becomes a lifestyle. My lifestyle is to show random acts of kindness. My lifestyle is about love. So I commend you, right? You know, I salute you for, I mean, the many things that not only you've done, you know, for our family, but all the people. I can't even imagine how many people that. Now, here's a question for you, though. Has anybody, right, has anybody done that you can remember, a random act of kindness for you that you like to share?
A random act of kindness. Well, I have never thought about that. I have never thought about that. But what I have thought about is that I love to do random acts of kindness for givers. People that give. I am ecstatic about giving to people who give to others without thought, who continually do it and ask for nothing in return. I love to give to givers because those are the people that take care of everything and everyone all the time. Oh, yes. I enjoy that.
Oh, but then, you know, but nobody's giving. You're the giver. So has somebody given to you randomly that you can remember?
The only one that I know that gives me, oh, that love is the love of God. And when I find favor, when he gives me favor, you can't imagine. You can't imagine favor.
Right.
Yes.
So real quick, I'm going to show you something. I want to get your thoughts real quick because time is slipping by here. I want to get your thoughts on this video real quick. And let me show it to you.
It's the photo that's touching everyone. A young man helping an 83-year-old gent down an escalator. The image of them, arms linked, is warming hearts across America. The elderly man was frozen with fear as he stood at the top of an escalator at a mall in Holyoke, Massachusetts. He was terrified to get on, mainly because of a previous frightening experience he once had on an escalator. That's when 23-year-old Alonzo Johnson stepped in.
I saw an elderly man just looking for someone to show that they cared and to help him through fear that he had.
Johnson, who was doing some summer shopping, extended his arm and gently escorted his new pal down the escalator.
We were talking going down the escalator, and it was more of me just having him talk so he can get his mind off of things. I told him about how his hat looked really nice and how he looked very good for being an 83-year-old man.
A hospice nurse took the photograph and posted it to her Facebook page. It instantly went viral. Humanity doesn't get any better than this, went one reaction. The world needs more people like this. It's not unusual for the elderly to be afraid of escalators. We found upsetting moments on YouTube showing older folks struggling. Here, a man tumbles off one of them. 74-year-old Langley Deaver understands the fear. What can be scary for, say, a senior citizen when using an escalator?
Oh my gosh. I always worry I'm going to trip. Getting on, it could be difficult. I'm trying to time it. Sometimes I hold on
with both hands. Now, more proof that a small gesture of kindness can have a big impact.
For me, it's more of what my mom always taught me, that to always do the right thing and always to help people whenever you can.
Yeah, and here I want to keep reiterating this as I have over the last weeks now, right? We could always look at the glass half empty or half full, right? And so sometimes we look at the glass and all we can focus on is the negative, right? And then it's so we feel like the negative is so insurmountable that we can't do anything about it. But I keep telling people every day, man, there are people doing more good than they are doing bad, right? What we have to do is begin, hopefully in these 29 days, begin to share the good that people are doing versus the negative that people are doing, right? We can harp on for hours about what's wrong, right? But when we harp on what's right and what's good, right, it starts to turn, right? And that's what we're trying to do, is turn this negative into a positive, this fear into faith, right? This hatred into love. It's just, we living in a powerful time. God has got us here, right? We're here for a purpose. We're here for a reason, right? And we're here to be like him, right? We're here to manifest like him, the love of God that he has put in us. So, Sister Brown, any final comments before we jump off here?
I like what you said about the ripple effect. When you throw a stone into the ocean, you don't see the effect of it, but it does have an effect. It's like being a change agent. You start with one thing, and then it continues to grow until that change manifests itself. So, yes, a random act of kindness. I love it. I'm going to become a activist.
Yeah.
I love that.
I'm a
yes.
activist.
Energized. Yes.
All right. Well, we're about to jump off here now. I want to thank everybody for jumping on. Remember, this is still, it stays on Those More the Blueprint on Facebook and YouTube, right? Start your own 29 days. You can use this as a guide. Start with day one and come on 29 days through, or start your own love challenge, man. Start next month. Do one for the whole month of March, every single day, right? Break those habits of fear, right? And start to walk in love. So here's my my final videos here, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow, which is day 29. Enjoy your happy Saturday, right? I'm going to get out the house and and do something. So, Sister Brown, love you.
Love you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
All right. Love you guys. See you tomorrow.
A.D. Williams once said, "Imagine what 7 billion humans could accomplish if we loved and respected one another." Just imagine. Imagine if there was no greed. Imagine if there was no comparison. If everyone was running their own race, but cheering for all others at the same time. Maybe we'll never see that in our lifetime. But what we all can do is start with ourselves. Start with yourself. Choose to lift others up. Choose to set the example of kindness and integrity, the example of compassion and understanding. There's a quote that says, "No matter how educated, talented, rich, or cool you believe you are, How you treat people ultimately tells all. Integrity is everything. It really is. Who you are is far more important than what you have, and it will always be. Who you are is measured by how you make others feel. Be kind to each other. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. Choose to be the change you wish to see in the world. Decide you will not wait for someone else. You will set the example. Be kind. Because you never know how much that person is suffering inside. You never know the difference your words can make, the difference your presence can make, the difference you can make to one human life. Be the reason someone believes in the goodness of humanity. Be the reason someone else decides to make a difference in others. Be the influence you want to see more of. Always do what is right, not what is easy in the moment. Kindness spreads like a virus. When you do good to another, that person does better to those they come in contact with. You really can make a big difference in the world today and every other day. Anne Frank said, in the long run, the sharpest weapon of all is a kind and gentle spirit. No one has ever made themselves great by showing how small another is. Be kind and always build others up to the best of your ability. Treat everyone with the same level of kindness that you would like for yourself. Not because everyone is nice, but because you are. Because karma makes no mistakes. Because it is right. Because you have integrity. Because you want this world to be better when you leave than when you arrive.